I grew up in Windsor, a small city just across the river from Detroit. The Motor City, which is my way of saying that cars have been pretty central to my life ever since I was a teenager. In Windsor, you get your license early. It doesn't have a great transit system. And besides, the whole idea of having a car is pretty much central to your civic identity as a Windsorite. So I find it kind of ironic living close to Manhattan the way I do now, not having an excuse to drive the way I have most of my life. So it turns out, strangely enough, I have to take the car out just to drive it, which is something I've never had to do in my life. If I don't, I run the risk of killing the battery for lack of use. It's almost like walking a dog. At least once a week, I'll just take it out and go for a drive somewhere. Like the other weekend, where I drove it, really to no purpose, just to keep the engine running, to Bayonne, a small little town in New Jersey, just across the river from New York. It didn't take me long to get to Bayonne, and when I did arrive, I thought I had to complete the fiction, as it were, and pretend I'd actually come there to do something. So I began scouting around for cafes. I couldn't find anything beyond a few Dunkin' Donuts. And then I saw that little Guatemalan cafe, and I thought, well, I could always pretend that I just came here to taste the coffee. Maybe I'd heard something about it. Maybe it was worth the drive. In any case, I parked the car and carried out my story. Bayonne's a working-class town. It's not the side of Jersey you see in Jersey Shore or even The Sopranos. Mostly hard workers, Polish and Italian immigrants from the last century, and now a very interesting Hispanic culture. In any case, when I thought I'd spent enough time at the cafe, I got back in my car, turned on the ignition, and began the drive home. The strange thing is, I still felt guilty driving for no reason, and I thought it really might make more sense just to finally get rid of the car. I mean, you can't beat the mass transit here. If I try to use a car to get somewhere, it's always going to take me 25 to 30 minutes longer instead of using the trains or the subways.